Hi, this is Travis with Waconda Boats. We're here in Republican City, Nebraska and Glen Elder, Kansas. And today we're going to show you the new 2020, this is the 1775 Adventure. This boat came back to Lund's lineup last year in 2019. It went over really well. For the old school guys like me, you'll remember this Adventure model. This Adventure model was popular in the early 90s. And then they kind of rebranded it, and then they've actually brought it back last year. And again, it went over really well. So this boat, being 1775, is almost an 18-foot boat. I believe it's 17 foot 10 inches. This is a great boat for those guys that are maybe in the used boat market. I have a lot of guys that will call me looking for late model used boats. If we don't have what they're looking for, a lot of times this really fits the bill. This will be in that budget, or that same price range. And of course, then you're getting full warranty. There's really a lot of value to this boat. We kind of dropped the ball last year. We didn't have enough in stock. We're going to try and keep more of these in stock. So I'm going to go through the video so you can see kind of how it's laid out. Also, this boat was recently purchased, so this gentleman did the electronics that about 90% of the guys do on this model, so you'll have an idea of what it looks like rigged and what those electronics options are. So again, we have the 1775 Adventure. We are always going to do, we put all the practical options on here, so you're going to have load guides and the spare tire. This is going to be the trailer that comes with it. It is armor coated just like all the Lund trailers are now, so it's got that rhino liner on it. Come back here to the transom. We have a really nice recessed boarding ladder, so this is going to be a ladder just like you see in a Tyra crossover. You know, it's got the 4 steps folding, and it mounts in the splash pan, so you don't worry about anything sticking out. So this boat will of course do water sports. It's a versatile boat. Now we always stock them, and every one I've ever sold has had the 115 on it. A lot of guys will ask for the 90 horse. The thing is, there's not a big price difference between a 90 and a 115, so you know, we figure why not? This gives you maximum performance for regardless of what you're doing, whether you're fishing bigger water or pulling water toys. So got a nice beam. You can see the transom here. You can see with this gentleman, he ran the Lorentz Hook 7, which I'll explain that a little more when we get into the interior. When we always mount our transducers, we're always going to use a transducer board. The guys mount that and seal it up. This way you're not drilling a bunch of holes in the transom. So over the boat's life, if you're going to change sonar, you can do that without adding a bunch of holes to the transom. So let me hop in the interior here and we'll go over the interior layout. Okay, so this, similar to like an Impact XS or a Crossover or a Tyee, you still get these jump seats in the back. That's an important feature to add to your seating capacity. And then of course you have dry storage underneath both. We got a crank battery here. Now there's going to be storage under this side on the starboard side here. And then this is your live well. Really good sized live well that's got an LED light, and again is run on a timer. Okay, it's going to come with 3 seats. Some guys will add the 4th seat if you got bigger family, but most guys the 3 is good enough because you have the jump seats there in the back. Moving here to the console, you can see we always do the kicker stereo, which is it's an inexpensive upgrade, but it is an option on this boat. So if you want a stereo, you'll want to make sure you request that. Now this customer did the Lorentz Hook 7. This is probably my favorite fish finder because it is very affordable. It has all the features people want, and it's very easy to use. So this has side imaging, down imaging, GPS, mapping, everything that people want, easy to use, and it's very affordable. So he did the Hook 7, and then if you look up front here, he did the 80 Terova iPilot. So he has the spot lock. He'll have his remote control, so he can control everything through the remote. That is the most common trolling motor package guys do, not only with this boat, with really the majority of the models we sell. They're going to get that or some version of that. So again, you can see we got a really nice dash here. We got a master switch, control box. Everything's pretty standard there. There's some storage cubbies all the way under the console and both sides of the gunnel there on the starboard side. Okay. And then if you pan over toward the center, we have the designated rod box here. You can see his onboard charger we've got mounted there in that compartment, so your trolling batteries are under that panel. And we've got 5 rod tubes in there in the center. And then you've got a nice sized glove box here on the port side, super deep. This is the remote control for his 80 Terova iPilot. Okay, and then I'll move up here to the bow. Again, very spacious bow. Big storage compartments here. You know, being an 18-foot boat, it's got the space is very distributed evenly. So we've got good cockpit space, but we still got a really good sized bow as well. So you can see kind of what this looks like. Any questions, please email us or call us. I'm Travis here in Republican City, Nebraska. Terry's in Glen Elder, Kansas. Thank you very much.